up, man? Welcome to the Coach Don Show. We here after a great game too. Another great game between the Knicks and the Spurs. Knicks pulled it out 105-104. Spurs came down to the last shot. It's one of the most physical games I've seen in the NBA in a while, man. Like, they was really letting the boys play with nobody flopping around, and you got your little people won't call, but it wasn't really no like obsessive like whining and crying to the refs and all that. So it's one of those true playoff games like that you grew up watching, So shout out to the NBA and the refs for allowing that. They had old Flathead out there as the head ref, and when he ref, there's always some BS going on, So, but it was good. Before, like I said, it came down to the wire. It was a back and forth game. I think Spurs up 12 early, then Knicks came back and they were up 14. Then Spurs came back to the lead, and it came down to the wire, and the Knicks pulled it out. So first hats off to them. Hats off to them, and on to game 3 we go. But let's just go through some things first. Karl-Anthony Towns had a great game. 21 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists. He ain't like Chet, man. Chet was scared of women. He's scared of death women. But Karl-Anthony Towns, surprised, expecting him. He didn't came to play these first 2 games, you know what I'm saying? He using his size. He bigger. He ain't taller than women, but he's stronger and he thicker than women, So Paul, so he using his size to his advantage, and then when he get Cornette on him, he just going by and he can't stay in front of him. So, so they having to bring old man Harrison Barnes in there, but Towns have played good the first 2 games. Bridges, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Brunson, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. For the Spurs, Victor Wembanyama, 29 points, 9 rebounds. De'Aaron Fox came back with a strong game after game 1, 20 points, 3 rebounds. Dylan Harper with another strong game. He played more down the stretch, and you seen the difference in the game when he playing down the stretch. Like he gonna help keep him in the game. The first game he didn't play a lot in the fourth quarter. So the Knicks pulled away in game 1. But Harper 15.6 rebounds. But overall, like I said, it's a good game. It started out Spurs coach, he made adjustment. He's running Victor Wembanyama down court. They were pressing full court from the 94 feet, and you can tell it bothered the Knicks, at first, and then they adjusted to it by not doing so much dribbling, and so that's how they was able to get back in the game from that standpoint. Then the Spurs just showed their youth again. Like, it showed again. And one thing about the Knicks, you can't show your youth against them, because if you show your youth against them, they gonna expose your youth. You know what I'm saying? They got a veteran coach, you got veteran players, so they gonna expose your youth. So Spurs just out there turning the ball over. Wemby was just first 3 quarters. He was just, I say the first 2.5 quarters, he was just out there. He's part of, you can't take 4 shots in the first half of the NBA Finals. It just can't happen if you're the best. If you're the best player on the floor, you can't take 4 shots. It just can't happen. Under no circumstance should it happen. So he either got to demand the ball, or the coach got to force the ball in his hand. You know what I'm saying? Can't post up at the. You got a little man on, which everybody little, but like you got a guard on you. He should be posting up at the free throw line, man. Take 3-4 more steps down and post up. Like, it's gonna get easy shot. It might be make a miss, but it's gonna be an easy shot. It's gonna be easier shots for you, you know. So it's the same thing we said. Same thing we said. Came and said in game one that he just gotta just like little adjustment. Like I feel like they are like right there on the cusp of the series, but they just the little thing, man. Like it's the little things. They got a lot out of Fox, but then Castle he took a step back, you know, and Brunson he hasn't played good in neither game. He had 30 points last game, but it wasn't like a efficient 30 points. I think he took 30 shots to get 30 points. Like that ain't efficient, you know what I'm saying? So he haven't played good in neither game, but they up 2-0. So I already know when they go back to the Garden, that's home. Like he probably gonna go crazy. He probably gonna have 2 40-point games to close the series out. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's gonna be a sweep. I said Spurs in 7, and I was wrong about that. You know, I guess I can stick with it because I said it. But if I was a bet man, I put money on it. I wouldn't right now. I wouldn't say Spurs in 7. I say sweep. I say sweep, gentleman sweep at best. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see the Spurs going down there, going to New York in that environment. There ain't gonna be no Spurs fans there, and trying to win 2 games in the Garden, in the championship, just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we done craziest thing to happen, but I just don't see that happening, you know. So I think this is pretty much a wrap. Like I said, after game 1, Spurs could not lose game 2. It's a must-win game 2. Like they couldn't lose it. Like you can't go down 2-0 at home. Like it's not they went 2-0. They went down 2-0 heading home. They went 2-0 heading New York. They went down 2-0 heading New York, and that can't happen. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the coach has been out-coached severely these first 2 games. You know what I'm saying? When you have a young team, you got to protect that young team from themselves. You know what I'm saying? You got to think like we young, like we going to make young mistakes. When Jalen Brunson shot the shot, 9 seconds left, we got to get a timeout. We got to get the last shot. Under no circumstances can this game, it's either going to be us winning or us going to overtime. No circumstances should New York get the ball back. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, Wemby got the ball go up. He was trying to outlet the ball, and Castle never turned around. Yes, you have to make sure you see that person you passing to eyes. You got to make sure he looking. Make sure, you know, his head is turned and he see that you finna pass the ball. Yes. But first and foremost, when they got that rebound, it should have been a timeout. When he seen Wemby getting that ball, and when Wemby got the ball, it looked erratic from the beginning. As soon as Wemby got the ball, he took 2 dribbles. I was just putting my head because I knew it was just too erratic. And I'm like screaming, like, call a timeout. And he threw the ball, and it was over. You know what I'm saying? He got to call a timeout. 9 seconds left, or 7 seconds left, whatever it was. I think it was 9 seconds we got the rebound, but in 7 seconds when he turned the ball over. But we at home, we have to get the last shot of regulation. Under no circumstances should, of course you can turn the ball over. He could call a timeout, and they can turn the ball over after that, of course. But there's nothing you can do about that. You ain't got no more timeout. But you got to call that timeout, calm everybody down, get everybody focused, and know what's going on and knowing and reiterating the huddle, like under no circumstances can they get another shot in regulation. You know what I'm saying? Coach, he a good young coach. He in the finals. I think this is second year coaching. You know, he done a great job. But he let them down at that moment. You know, you gotta save young players from themselves. If you don't save young players from themselves, they gonna hurt themselves every time. You know what I'm saying? They gonna make mistakes. You know, I don't think if the roles were reversed, Karl-Anthony Towns came down with the rebound. I don't think he would have made that same mistake just because he been in the game so long, like he just know like it just everything moving fast. You know what I'm saying? I have never played the NBA final, but I understand like it's gonna move fast. A high pressure moment. So the coach and it's a high pressure moment for him too. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that too. But somebody on that bench, Sean Sweeney, he a veteran coach. He was coach with the Mavericks, so he done been to a few NBA finals. Somebody on that bench gotta be screaming timeout. Somebody gotta because even if you call a timeout, it's not gonna hurt nothing. Like if you call a timeout and the coach say, why you call it, like nothing bad gonna come of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, something after the timeout can happen, but like at that moment we gotta calm everybody down. We gotta get the game right, and we gotta do and say what's necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like you got these guys, young man. I wish he would have called a timeout. I think the Spurs would have won if he'd have called a timeout, guys, because I just think they would have I think they would have hit a shot to end the game. Even though the shot they got before the turnover and the shot they got after the free throw, those was two terrible shots for Wemby. He shot a 20-foot jumper and about a 17-foot jumper. Like, you gotta do better than that, man. He's 7'5" with a 10-foot wingspan. He can touch the rim standing up. Like, we gotta get closer to that rim so where we can make a play. That's gonna force them to. They not gonna double you way out there. Cause they want you to shoot that out there. They want you to shoot that 17 jumper. Yeah, you can hit it sometime, but they gonna take their chances. If you hit it, they gonna shake your hand and tell you good job. But they want you to shoot that. But if you get in that paint, you get on that block, I promise you, they double team you because nobody can guard you down there. So it's scary how much better Wemby can be, but you know, it's his first final. Everybody, all the great ones lose their first final, man. LeBron, well, I guess not all the great, but most of the great players lose their first final. You know what I'm saying? LeBron, Dirk, the list go on. People who lost their first final. Charles Barkley, like people just lose their first final. Like it just happens. It happens that way, man. So I think they just one of them ones he gonna lose. The Knicks caught them at the right time. You know what I'm saying? So I think they gonna host their trophy, but still some games as a play. So I ain't gonna put the cart before the horse, but gotta get that time out, coach. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this was a great game. One of the best games I done seen, man. Had my edge of my seat. I haven't, like, all season, outside of, like, the Mavericks, I haven't watched, like, whole basketball game because just too much whining, too much flopping, too much, like, girly stuff, man. But it's been... This final has showed me, like, why I love the game of basketball, man. Like, it's a beautiful sport, you know. And if it's played correct, like it can be like one of the most exciting sports because especially when you got superstars on both teams, you got high level basketball, high level coaching, like you got all those things. Like it can be a great game, you know. So shout out to the Knicks, shout out to the Spurs, you know. Coach, we gotta get that time out, man. I don't know what to say. You gotta call the time out, man, but. Man, on the game 3, man, I don't know when let me see when game 3 is. Coach, we got to get that time out, man. Game 3 is, Jesus, game 3 Monday at the Garden. That place going to be rocking, man. Them New York Knicks fan, like, it ain't no crazy fan base than the New York Knicks, man. Like, if you're a Spurs fan and you going to New York, make sure you got that thing on you know what I'm saying? You got that thing on you, stay home, man. But I'll be surprised if I see, like, no exaggerate outside of, like, former players of the Spurs, like David Robinson and all them that be going to the game. I don't think I'll see one Spurs fan at the game. Not with they Spurs the girl on. I know that they're gonna be you know, one of those hiding Spurs fans, but man, shout out to both teams. Shout out to NBA, man. It's two great games. Hopefully, game 3 is the same. Hope it's a great. Even if this is a sweep, I don't care if it's a sweep, but like, I just want games like this. I don't care who win. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have no team, and my team been out. They've been done. They've been done since last year. So give me 2 more games like this to be satisfied, man. You know what I'm saying? That'll be a great way to end the season. The last final was pretty good too. They win 7 games, you know. So NBA cooking, man. They ain't had a repeat champion in 8 years. So NBA doing something right, man. Out of all the scrutiny that they go through and all that, they doing something right. So just keep it up, man, and hope we get good game 3. Same way Monday night. The Garden is gonna be electric, man. I can't wait, man. But yeah, till next time, see y'all at the game 3. Peace.